So, first thing first, do you remember Asato Ma or Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karva Vahi Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavai. You are thinking, mantra thinking. That is what is the definition of the mantra. Mantra. uh, the tool of the mind that purifies the mind and awakens to that real self. And japa to bring an end to the cycle of birth and death. So here it means all the 8 and the 9 factors that causes the suffering, our attachment and detachment, our emotional dependence, our intellectual paralysis, and daily suffering. Now, daily suffering, anxiety, duality, mood swing, upset. So think of that. Did you practice the japa in the last 2 or 3 days since our last session? Can you count on how many times you did it? You forget, you reacted, you did not want to do it. So all these factors of the mind explains sattvic nature of the mind, rajasic nature of the mind, tamasic nature of the mind. One master says that japa is the one of the easiest and the strongest way to reach to the higher meditation, but conditional. If my mind is already engaged in tamo guna, I'm not going to repeat it. If it is engaged in rajoguna, the mind will be distracted and wandering. So it means I have to prepare myself to follow this japa. Understand? So, did you practice the japa in the last 2 or 3 days? And I gave you a simple way. Anytime, anywhere, whether you are doing it loudly, Om Shanti, when you are sitting in your home and you see the Rajasic Guna, means lot of distractions are there. So you do it loudly. That is the way Masters guides us. But or when you are feeling sleepy, you start doing it loudly. When you are doing, when your mind is distracted, huh? You don't get a sleep, but mind is distracted, then you do it as if the whispering sound. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. But in tamasic guna, sleepiness, laziness. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. So you almost like hammering, but if the mind is in satoguna, it is always good to do it mentally. That is one way of understanding. So, based on that, that is why we have 3 types. I'm not going very deep, but I will reveal the secret how it works. So, the 3 types, one is known as the mansik, other is known as the vaikhari. Vaikhari means that you do it loudly, and this middle one is uh, doing it whispering some shanti. Mind is too much distracted. Shanti. So this is what happens when you are doing the japa at your home. But if you are outside, so you can take the help of the fingers. Nobody is watching you. Mentally, you can do without even moving the lips. Om Shanti. Mentally. you are doing it. Mentally, you are doing it with the fingers. Yes, it takes minimum 3 to 6 months when we can start doing even while walking and eating mentally without touching the fingers. But you make it a ritual. Oh no, I have to do it regularly and daily. And you see, as you continue to do it, you will find huh, the tremendous progress in your change in your behavior and change in your attitude. Change in your mind, any mantra, your mind now which has a hatred against someone, and you have started doing the japa, and you will see that hatred dissolves. What I have to do, there is no reason to. So it is not that the other guy is right or not. My mind is purified. The purification of the mind is essential in the journey. And in other way, we can say we are rising from tamoguna to rajoguna to satoguna. I have many works to do. Should I? Why should I devote my life on the japa? I'm saying do not spare any time. You introduce the japa in all your activities. If your mind is thinking, oh, how can I spare so much of time in the japa? Don't spare any time. Don't pick up any location. Every location is good. Every time is good. Every event is good. Every relationship is good. Can you really do it? You already have a disliking for someone, your mind is engaged in disliking. Will you do the japa? Mind is overwhelmed. Mind is overwhelmed with that disliking or liking or attachment. You will forget it. And then you remember again. And then you do it. And then you restart. Sometime our anger and hesitation takes over my mind. How can I do it? And then you remember. And when you remember, you start doing it. You will see the impact of that anger and hesitation also goes down. That is the beauty of this japa. So don't take the japa in a very casual manner. So you see that you are doing Om Shanti and compare it with the 9 factors where we have discussed how the world is suffering. Imagined pleasure outside. Mind is overwhelmed. Mind is running after it. And in between, you introduce Om Shanti. Where is the Om Shanti? It is inside. Where is the imagined pleasure? It is outside. So you will be able to understand the subtler layers of the mind. Oh, this is the way. So you will understand what exactly happened to your mind, which fell into delusion. You are removing the delusion. Think of this. But remember, we have done the pranayama, we have done pratyahara, we have done the discernment, and after that, it is the fourth practice is the japa. So at least I know what is discernment. I know pleasure is not outside and my mind is overwhelmed. And now I have done Om Shanti. So my mind discerns, intellect discerns. Oh, Om Shanti is more important than getting carried away by the pleasure. So there you find out the emotional poise. Now you instantly recognize. So the first 3 practices are also important. Now, say, for example, your mind is not listening to you. I just gave you all the tips, and then we will come to one secret that is normally not discussed on the Google. Oh, yes, it is in the text. Say, for example, your mind is lazy, it does not want to do it. You start breathing it deeply. So, in one breath, you do 5 times Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, or maybe 3 times based on the deep silence, slow breathing. And while breathing out, also you do 5 times Om Shanti or on the counting. So, you have included the breathing aspect also. And still you find you all are seekers, not for the, with a disclaimer I'm telling you, even if tamoguna, the sleep, sometime we have to break this laziness. It may come from the past impressions. To what to do. Many ways. You do it 3 times, 4 times, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti during inhalation. Then you hold the breath and do the Om Shanti in the retention of the breath 2 times, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. While breathing out, again, you continue to breathe while saying Om Shanti 4 times. You will see the mind that was wanted to sleep, extremely lazy and tired, it will refresh yourself. Question is, who will do it? Committed seeker will do it. We are getting an intellectual understanding, but who will do it? Committed seeker. We get all the knowledge and understanding, but we don't do it. We forget it. We forget it. And that is why I reminded you of the 4 types of the intellect. 4 types of the intellect. The righteous intellect. Righteous intellect, it chooses what is right and good. It drops what is false and wrong. Anger, hesitation, likes and dislikes, they are false. So now we already know it as a seeker. So I'm not going there. My intellect returns to it. Dispassion intellect, it comes by the discernment and thinking, reasoning. Love intellect, I love the mantra. And then I have put it. You see, all those principles are embedded, integrated into this japa. So in the background, I'm aware of it. In the background, what is happening to my mind, why the mind is going into the ignorance. It follows the impurity. So I check it, I correct it, and I continue to do it. So at a surface level, I told you, remember those crows, adaptability and resourcefulness. Swan, the focus and the determination. Dog, ability to sleep with alertness. And detached, almost you will experience that you are totally detached from the body. One day you sit down, oh, let me continue to do it, and you are absorbed. You will find that, oh, that is normally people say out of the body experience. Fact is, it is not out of the body experience. You are totally detached from the body. How can you be out of the body experience? Are you here and your body is there? Not possible. But we use out of the I went outside the body. We create lot of misunderstanding about it. So be very clear, Be very clear about these concepts and the principles. So we sometimes we know how to distort it. And at the same time, I discussed about Satoguna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. Satoguna, knowledge and peace. You have a clarity and you are in calmness, do it, Om Shanti. Why? Because I have to absorb into meditation. Rajoguna is there? Yes, hectic activities, wandering mind. So you do it with the whispering sound. Om Shanti. Lips are lit. Longer. Om Shanti. Tamoguna is there. You do it loudly. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, and you will discover. So keep that goal. When you are in Tamasic Guna, keep the goal that I have to defeat the Tamasic Guna. I have to move into the Rajasic Guna. Om Shanti. And it is, the distraction has stopped. Now your mind is absorbed inside. So it means in one sitting, you can use all the three. Huh? I believe you have understood. So, in all the sitting, depending, now I'm more aware of myself. I'm more aware. Am I getting carried away by the tamasic guna or rajasic guna? I will, I know how to tackle it. So, that is what I wanted to convey to you. This is very important, you know. You are in your office and your mind is feeling sleepy. You cannot perform your duty. It's better to do it 5 minutes or 10 minutes before you start doing your work. You are driving, you're feeling lazy. So it has multifold application in your life. Goal is again the same thing. Purity of the mind. The mind should live at a higher level of awareness. These are the beginning. Om Shanti. Yes, you can use that. That is also a mantra. Shantoham mantra. But when we actually do the japa with the mantras revealed in meditation of these great masters, then the real japa begins. So you can say that this Om Shanti or Shantoham is the beginning of a great practice. We have to reach to the higher consciousness. So then there is a secret. That is what we are going to talk about it. Say, for example, now we have asatoma satgamaya tamasoma jyotirgamaya mrityurma mritangamaya. Now I, as a higher seeker in the japa meditation, I want to reveal the same mantra in my meditation as it is revealed by in the meditation of a master. Are you getting it? Did I speak correctly? I said, say for example, Asatoma, who revealed this mantra. There is a master in a deep meditation. So that higher level of meditation by the japa begins with how? 6 factors. Now you ask the teacher this authentic mantra, who has revealed, who is the teacher? And you understand that teacher. That is the first factor, that how that master revealed the mantra. You understand. What is the second factor? Second factor is the meter, in a poetic meter. In poem, when you write, there is a meter, there is a rhythm. So why these masters have revealed this mantra in a particular meter? Asatoma satgamaya. Sarve bhavantu sukhina. You see the meter? So these meter were created to chant in a particular way to influence the flow of the prana. So now you understand which mantra and how to have that flow of the mantra. Just imagine. No, why to imagine? You are the highest seeker. You have already understood everything. You have done Japa for a year and you have reached to that state. And now the first thing that who revealed this mantra? I have to undergo the same process. You cannot do in science. The apple fell on the ground and you are sitting under the apple tree. Apple fell on. No, I want to know it. It's already done. You already know it. But it happens in the mantra. It is a subjective revelation. Law of gravitation, it is already there. You cannot do twice. So why you want to do it? Because I want to help the mind to reach to that state where it reveals the knowledge. So now you understand the entire mechanism. So the first that you know about the master, second is you know about the meter. I told you the way it has to be chanted or recited. Then with every mantra, there is a presiding deity. Deity or deity, you say deity. Not deity, deity. So the presiding deity, you focus on that presiding deity while chanting the mantra. You invoke the presence of that deity. That is the third factor. Huh? I'm assuming you're the highest level. Then we go to the seed of the mantra. Seed means we want to know each syllable, that how a particular mantra has many syllables. You say Om. Om has three syllables. O, Uma. So the teacher helps you to understand the seed in that mantra, the seed syllable or core sound. What exactly is the core sound? That is the fourth factor you understand. Now you are already you can easily go into a deeper meditation, but you want to go further, that how this mantra is revealed in the meditation of that master. I want to know the entire mechanism. So when you want to know that entire mechanism, you are already absorbed into that state. The fifth factor is the dynamic energy. Dynamic energy, sometimes it is contracted, thermoguna, so it becomes scattered, rajoguna, it becomes collected together, it becomes the satoguna. So dynamic energy pertaining to that mantra you learn from a teacher, that how to redirect that energy for a rise in consciousness. The last but not the least. And it is to be done with the teacher. The key, I can say the pin. You have a password of your email, the same way we have a password. That how that mantra will be revealed in my meditation. So there is a key. It is known as Kilika. The word is known as the Kilika. So that is done with the in association with the teacher. Or you can say in a different way at the knowledge level that E is a driving force. I have already given you all the six factors. It is also a driving force that propels the seeker to persist in the mantra practice until it is revealed. So, what happens? We have already done three types of mantra practices. Now it stops. Your mind is totally absorbed deeper inside. And now it starts happening on its own. You don't want to do it, and still it is happening. So that is known as also the ajapa japa. Japa means that I have to make an effort to do it. And if you add the prefix a, it means you are not doing it, but it is happening. That is the one secret behind this journey of the japa. So, but minimum 6 months to a year, you continue doing it and you find that now a kind of absorption has come, you get easily absorbed. Then we can start learning with these six factors. And you will find out. You will not, you come to me or you sit down and you start doing it, your mind is already absorbed. The body becomes totally still, almost frozen, absorbed. Oh, those indications. So once you get those indications, obviously, then we have to learn how to reveal the same mantra as it is revealed by a master in when it was revealed. Maybe one mantra is revealed 6,000 years ago. And now you are revealing the same mantra in your meditation. Can you imagine that you are at par with that master? Internally, you are at par with that master. I just wanted to share with you this knowledge because people normally sometimes say that, no, 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 it is not scientific. No, it is 100%, 200% scientific, my friend. What the mantra was revealed by the master 10,000 years ago. If you have the will, if you are the higher seeker, you can reveal the same mantra with the same meter, with the same vibration in your mind. That is the power of the japa. I wanted to include that in the field of the japa. Think of it. That is the beauty of this japa, and that is the secret of the japa. In scientific principles, it doesn't happen. It is progressive because it aims at a relative reality. And that is why our science is constantly, when we say progressing, it is correcting the error which the previous scientists have done. So it is always correcting the error which we see the progress in the science. And that too is good because they are understanding the phenomenal world. It's okay. We accept it. But here we are talking of the absolute reality. Simple Om. Om has three syllables. We are chanting Om. You can pick up that mantra also. Once you reach to that state of absorption, then we understand that how I can reveal the same Om in my meditation. Then you know, yes, this is happening to me, and this had happened to that master thousands of years ago. Isn't it interesting? That fascinated me. I was a student of physics and chemistry, like Dennis. But it fascinated me so much. Not outer practices. I'm a spiritual person. I'm a religious. No. And then I did my master's in psychology. I was more interested in the body mind issues, but I did not find the answer. So when I started going deeper, and I said, I have the answers of those questions. Anyhow, I gave you that to think of it. So are you inspired? Oh, let me after until maybe in 6 months and a year, I have chosen the mantra, I will be absorbed, and then I will ask you, give me that practice. Let me see. Close your eyes. Eyes are closed. I'm busy. Your mind might be saying, I know that I'm so busy, and you are talking about this journey. And I already gave the answer of that you are busy. You do everything and still you go with the japa. It is possible. I've already given you the answer. So don't allow your Rajasic mind to dominate you. No, no, I cannot do it. No, I'm learning from you. I'm intellectually understanding. I will teach to somebody else, and that is all. But I will not change. So anyhow, I close your eyes, being comfortable and being carefree. Sensation, comfort, and steadiness in the entire body, and Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. You see, you know the meter, and that is how people say sing. No, almost it's a different kind of a singing. Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. May there be happiness for all. Now, if you reveal this mantra, you don't chant. The mind chants by itself, and that expands your consciousness of peace to everyone. At present, we are making an effort that peace is, happiness is essential nature of every being. We are understanding intellectually. I believe you have understood it. Sarve Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. You're walking into the street and somewhere you hear the sound, maybe of any sound, and you recognize it's the sound of a dog. You need not to bark. I'm trying to make you understand. Same thing which happens. The mind has that vibrational sound, and you recognize, oh, I have been doing this mantra for so long. Now it is revealed. It means may there be peace for all. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Echo. That echo of this mantra strikes your pure mind. So what it happens? What is the meaning of the mantra? May there be completeness in all. Mind says, I have left going outside. What it means? It's not scattered. It is absorbed deeper within. You reflect the real self and then you see the completeness in you. With reference to the japa, because I discussed about the japa, so I'm translating this mantra. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. May there be auspiciousness for all. Now you are not chanting, reciting the mantra, but the sound from nowhere reveals in your mind and you enter into auspiciousness. Can that be said as the state of mindfulness? Now you can define the mindfulness in that term. Yes, my friends, we will go to the look inside pranayama and pratyahara, look inside the forehead in the space. Be very clear about the space or the sky where the birds are flying. So you also fly the bird of the mantra. So on that space, you are dropping Om Shanti, Om Shanti, casually, gently, mentally. And in that state, you start breathing into the chest, contraction and expansion of the chest in the state of the stillness in the body. Continue. We have been doing it, so I believe you understand that. Om Shanti continues, breathing continues, stillness in the body continues, my friends. Just continue breathing. Endurance, joy of doing, joy of doing nothing. So what happens is that that I-ness, which recognizes I am breathing, that I-ness is detached from your breathing. Means what? It is the joy of the doing, and then you realize as if I'm not doing it, it's only the breath and the mind and the body. They are doing it. What does that mean? Emotional dependence, complete dispassion, intellectual paralysis has gone. You might have experienced for a moment. You have to experience all the time. Continue doing it. You are aware of the changes that is taking place, but you are not concerned, not worried. You enjoy that with endurance and the joy of doing. Continue, continue, my friends, continue. And now stop it, pay attention to the flow of the breath. Now pay attention again. Look inside the forehead in the space. Be very clear. There is emptiness or there is a space. And on that space, you are dropping the mantra Om Shanti gently because we are already in Satoguna now. Om Shanti. So that's why we are doing it mentally. Now you see that, how I design these steps and then start breathing into the belly. Inhale, belly becomes a balloon. Exhale, the belly squeezes. Continue. Continue breathing. Om Shanti continues and the breathing continues. You are inhaling and exhaling from the belly in the state of the stillness in the body while mentally reciting the mantra. You're inspired to take the mind deeper in spite of breathing into the belly, and it happens. And now leave this breathing. Pay attention to the flow of the breath. Yes, if you find one flow which is a less flow, pay attention. Otherwise, pay attention to the flow of the breath from both the nostrils. Now you see, even if you are not doing the mantra, the mind still remains absorbed deeper within. And if both the flow are equal, you can definitely enjoy that state of absorption. And now is the time to drop the Om Shanti on the 16 segments of the fingers mentally to recognize that all the sense organs are working from within the mind, dropping feeling, sensation in these segments of fingers. So it means the mind directly can influence without the help of the senses. Means what the withdrawal. And you can again, it's better to do it mentally. So in the mind also there are certain subdivisions. You simply drop Om Shanti. Why? Because you can vividly see that segment. If not, then you can make it longer mentally. Shanti, and you wait until your mind gathers, goes to the first segment, you feel the sensation, and then you go to the second one. Shanti. Otherwise, it is so natural. Shanti. 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 And now leave this, move the mind inside the cave of your heart, visualize the equilateral triangle of any color pointing upward. Move the mind on the triangle, dropping Shanti clockwise and anti-clockwise. When you find a sync, that is the right time to take the mind deeper inside the cave of your heart, singing as if you are pushing the mind with the mantra. Om. You see that I added an element of the secret that I discussed today. And Shanti, when the mind seemingly stops, there the revelation begins. And just stay there in that state. Yes, if the mind distracts, no issue. You can just return again to the triangle and then absorb your mind into that state. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your awareness on the right hand, your awareness on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside. Know your experiences. Bring the hands down. We'll share our experiences. How are you, Stephen?
Good, sir. Thank you. I find the the practice of the japa throughout the day to be extremely helpful. Um, it especially starts my day and it finishes my day um,
Beautiful.
in different ways, which is great. Um, as far as today's meditation goes, it was very easy and seamless and extremely deep for me. And I thank you. Appreciate it.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Who knows? Maybe after a year, Stephen will start giving the lessons. Beautiful. It's your commitment is definitely, I love it. Beautiful. How are you, David and Jerry?
Thank you. Yeah, the journey of, to Stephen's point, the journey of japa is um, really enlightening to me. Today, my takeaway is detachment. And going into the meditation, I just had this, I had a detachment to a thought that came up while I was breathing. I had a thought, I had a detachment to the fast breathing, and I had a thought to dot, 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 dot. And that just created this big detachment and space between my consciousness and stuff. And so I found myself very deep.
Beautiful. Beautiful. You see that once the mantra or the japa creates a sense of detachment, it's a sign of the progress because the mind is withdrawing inside. And that is really, we feel a totally a different experience in the state of detachment. Beautiful. How are you, Jerry?
Sir, I'm good, thank you. The japa, it's interesting because the japa also, it destroys, I guess, it can destroy our ignorance and delusion and bring, but at the same time it destroys, it brings this incredible awareness.
Yeah.
So whenever I do japa or any type of mantra, I am instantly tuned in and aware. More than anything, I feel like, to that joy and the peace and the love and the wisdom, the knowledge. So that's what the japa kind of does to me instantly.
Beautiful. And that is what the application of the japa is. My mind is upset, let me start it. But the problem is that if I remember, then only I will start. So when I'm already upset, and now the mind has already gone in a different direction. So that is what makes one a seeker. Oh, yes, whenever I do it, I find that state. I return to that state. My mind desires, aspires to return to the state of that peace and calmness, love, and the wisdom. Then only, obviously, then only, as Jerry says, whenever I do it, I move into that state. That's beautiful. How are you, Dennis?
thank you. I'm good. And I always like and appreciate in-depth explanations of how things work. And it is indeed fascinating. And what's more important, it is motivating, because every step then is performed consciously with full understanding of how things work. So I really appreciate that very deep and detailed explanation of things. As far as my meditation, it was peaceful and deep. Thank you.
Beautiful. You see that we need an explanation. To have the right knowledge means that I should have cause and effect statement pertaining to any principle as the science works, to have a right knowledge. So this right knowledge is already there in our text, which was written sometime 10,000 or 6,000 years ago. Asatoma Satgamaya. There is a Upanishad, we say Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, that is the name of the text. And so we can figure out how many masters were there who compiled these mantras at that time. So from their dating, we can find out. So then we understand that what this master has done in his practices. And then we go to the japa. Oh, today what I revealed, the 6 steps. But one thing is beautiful, that no master says that Asatoma Satgamaya is my mantra. What we say, it is a Shanti mantra. See the wisdom, the way these masters have passed on the wisdom to us. How are you, Christina?
Thank you. I I've noticed it's almost like I'm developing a very precious relationship with the japa. And yesterday noticed I had a very, very busy long day, and I could handle it with much more ease because I kept coming back to the japa.
Beautiful. Yes, yes. Let my mind be inspired by managing our day-to-day affairs in peace. Whenever I'm in stress, let me do it. I'm busy, let me do it. But that commitment is there and it will bring the result. As you said that you have been busy and still you did it, and it made my day easy. Yes, it will. Definitely, it will, because we enter into a new level of awareness. How are you, Barbara?
I'm very good, thank you. Similar to Krishna, last week I found myself getting anxious about something, and I did the japa for just a short while, and it just went away. I felt fine, and it was beautiful.
Good. I love it. You all have started doing something or the other during your day. Yes. You know, in times of anxiety and stress and anger, if you remember, oh, that beer guy told me, forget about beer guy, just remember the japa and you do it. And then you will see the result. That inspires your mind, that motivates. No, don't remember this beer guy. It will create a lot of problem. How are you, Terry?
Thank you. The lesson was very interesting. I have also been doing the japa during the week.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And yeah, just continuing.
Yeah, continue it. Continue it until the time comes that your mind totally detaches itself with the body, and then see what happens. How are you, Sangeeta?
सर मेरा तो दिन की शुरुआत जाप से ही होती है हमेशा और मतलब
अब
बहुत
इस तरह से
peaceful
करना
रहता
है, जिस तरह से सिखाया उस तरीके से करना,
जी
मशीन की तरह नहीं. Yeah, she says that she always starts her morning with the japa. That's wonderful. How are you, Vaibhav?
Thank you, sir. So I'm calm, was peaceful. It's like doing it with every activity, as you're saying that pick up any activity and start doing japa with it. So I'm going for a walk, I'm doing it. I'm making a tea,
Yeah,
I'm doing it. So
beautiful,
it's like it's becoming a part of me. So it's really nice.
beautiful. You know, you're angry with your honey and you start the japa and looking at the honey. See what happens. That mind changes. It shifts its awareness level. It drops that attachment. And if it happens, obviously, we are more committed to this journey. So that I briefly summarize. I think we have 4 or 5 sessions on japa. So we will move ahead next week. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank
Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste.
thank you sir Namaste.